Hello everyone. Welcome back to Speak English with Raksha. I'm really happy you are here today because today's topic is not just about English, it is about your life.
Hi everyone, welcome back, and yes, today's topic is something we all think about but we don't talk about openly. Money.
Exactly. Money is such an important part of our life, but many people feel shy or uncomfortable talking about it, especially in English.
That's true. Even I feel confused sometimes, like how to talk about salary, savings, expenses. Everything feels difficult.
Don't worry, Lohi. Today we will learn how to talk about money and budget in a very simple and confident way, step by step.
That sounds helpful. But Raksha, first tell me, what exactly does budget mean? I hear this word everywhere but I don't fully understand it.
Good question. A budget means a plan for your money. How much you earn, how much you spend, and how much you save every month.
Oh, so budget is like controlling your money.
Not controlling, understanding. When you understand your money, you make better decisions. Budget helps you avoid stress and live peacefully.
I think I don't have a budget. I just spend money and then worry at the end of the month.
That is very common, Lohi. Many people earn money, but they don't manage it, and that creates problems like stress, loans, and confusion.
Yes, exactly. At the end of the month, I always ask, where did my money go?
That is the most common question in the world. Let's learn a useful sentence. There. I need to manage my expenses properly.
Can you explain that sentence?
Of course, manage means control or handle. Expenses means money you spend. So the sentence means you want to use your money wisely.
Let me try. I need to manage my expenses properly because I spend too much on unnecessary things.
Perfect, Lohi. That's a very natural sentence. Now imagine you are talking to your friend.
Okay,
Hey, why are you worried these days?
I am worried about my money. I think I'm not managing my expenses properly and I don't have any savings left.
Very good. That is a real-life sentence you can use confidently. You know something important? Money is not just about numbers. It is about peace, security, and freedom.
Yes, when I don't have money, I feel stressed and scared about the future.
Exactly. That is why learning about budget is not only for rich people. It is for everyone, especially students and beginners.
Raksha, can students also create a budget? They don't earn much.
Of course, even if you get pocket money, you can create a simple budget. Budget is not about how much you earn, it is about how you use it. Let's learn 3 important words. Income, money you earn. Expenses, money you spend. Savings, money you keep for the future.
Let me try a sentence. My income is low, my expenses are high, and my savings are zero.
That is honest and very real for many people. But don't worry. Today is the day you start improving. Step by step, you can change your financial life.
Really? Even small changes can help?
Yes, small changes create big results. Even saving a little money regularly can change your future.
I feel a little hopeful now.
That's the first step, awareness. When you understand your mistakes, you are already moving forward. In the next part, we will learn how to create a simple budget even if you earn very little money.
That sounds interesting. I really want to learn that.
So, stay with us because your journey to better money habits starts now. Welcome back. Now that you understand what a budget is, let's learn something very important, how to actually create a simple budget.
Yes, this is what I really need. I understand the idea, but I don't know where to start.
Don't worry, Lohi. Budgeting is very simple if you follow 3 basic steps: income, expenses, and savings.
Okay, but I feel confused already. Can you explain these steps slowly and clearly?
Of course. First step, know your income. You must clearly understand how much money you receive every month.
But what if someone doesn't have a fixed salary, like students or part-time workers?
Good question. In that case, you can calculate an approximate amount. Even an approximate number is better than no idea at all.
So if I get around 5,000 rupees monthly from different sources, that becomes my income.
Exactly. That is your starting point. Without knowing your income, you cannot plan anything. Let's learn a useful sentence. There. My monthly income is limited, so I need to spend carefully.
Let me try. My monthly income is limited, so I should avoid unnecessary expenses.
Perfect. That is a strong and meaningful sentence. Now comes the second step, tracking your expenses. This means writing down where your money is going.
Honestly, this sounds boring. Do I really need to write everything?
Yes, at least for a few weeks. When you write your expenses, you discover surprising things about your spending habits.
Like what?
Like how much money you spend on snacks, online shopping, or small things that feel cheap but become big amounts over time.
Oh, I think I spend a lot on food delivery and random online offers.
That is very common. Small daily expenses can silently destroy your savings. Let's practice a real sentence.
Okay.
I spend too much money on unnecessary things and I want to reduce my expenses.
Let me say it. I spend too much money on unnecessary things, so I'm trying to control my expenses now.
Excellent. That sounds very natural. Now the most important step, saving money.
This is the hardest part. I always think I will save, but at the end, nothing is left.
That is because most people follow this rule. Spend first, save later. But smart people follow a different rule. Save first, spend later.
Wait, how is that possible?
Very simple. As soon as you receive money, keep a small portion aside as savings, even before spending anything.
Even if it is a small amount?
Yes, even 100 or 200 rupees matters. Saving is not about amount, it is about habit. Learn this sentence. I'm trying to save money regularly for my future.
I'm trying to save money regularly even if the amount is small.
Very good. That shows discipline and responsibility. You know, Lohi, saving money gives you confidence. It makes you feel secure and independent.
Yes, when I have no savings, I feel scared about emergencies and unexpected situations.
Exactly. Savings are like a safety net. They protect you when life becomes difficult. Let's take a simple example. Income 5,000 rupees, savings 1,000 rupees, expenses 4,000 rupees.
Oh, so savings should come first.
Yes, always. That is the golden rule of budgeting.
I think I understand now. Budget is not complicated. I just need to follow a simple structure.
Exactly. Keep it simple and stay consistent. In the next part, we will talk about common money mistakes that people make and how to avoid them.
Oh, I'm sure I make many mistakes.
Don't worry. By the end of this video, you will become smarter with your money.
Raksha, after listening to all this, I feel like I have been making many mistakes with my money without even realizing it.
That's completely okay, Lohi. Awareness is the first step to improvement. Now let's talk about some common money mistakes people make every day.
Yes, please. I really want to know where I'm going wrong so I can improve.
Good mindset. The first common mistake is spending without thinking.
Oh, that sounds like me. Sometimes I just buy things because I feel like buying them.
Exactly. Many people spend money based on emotions, not needs. They feel bored, stressed, or excited, and they spend money to feel better. Let's learn a useful sentence. I often spend money impulsively without thinking about my needs.
Let me try. I often spend money impulsively when I feel bored or stressed, and later I regret my decisions.
Excellent. That is a very honest and natural sentence. Impulsive spending means buying something suddenly without planning. It feels good for a moment, but later it creates regret.
Yes, I feel happy when I buy something, but after a few days, I feel like it was not necessary.
That is exactly how impulsive spending works. Short-term happiness, long-term stress.
So, how can I control this habit?
Very simple trick. Wait for 24 hours before buying anything unnecessary. If you still feel it is important, then you can buy it.
That sounds practical. I think it will help me avoid useless purchases.
The second mistake is not tracking your expenses.
Yes, I already know I'm guilty of that.
When you don't track your expenses, you lose control over your money. It's like walking in the dark without a torch. Try saying this. I don't track my expenses, so I don't know where my money goes.
I don't track my expenses regularly, so I often feel confused at the end of the month.
Very good. That sounds natural and relatable. Now the third mistake. Saving only if money is left at the end of the month.
That is exactly what I do. I think I will save, but nothing remains.
Because you are saving last. Remember what we learnt earlier? Savings should come first.
Yes, save first, spend later. I will try to follow that.
Good. Even a small change like this can create a big difference over time. You know, Lohi, money mistakes are not about intelligence. Even smart people make these mistakes because nobody teaches us these things properly.
That is true. In school, we learn many subjects, but nobody teaches us how to manage money in real life.
Exactly. That is why learning this now is very powerful for your future. Another very dangerous mistake is comparing your lifestyle with others.
Oh, yes. When I see my friends buying new things, I also feel like spending money to match them.
That is very common, but you must understand everyone has a different financial situation. Learn this sentence. I should focus on my financial situation and avoid comparing with others.
I should focus on my own financial situation and avoid unnecessary comparisons with others.
Perfect. That shows maturity and self-awareness. Instead of comparing, start improving. Your goal is not to look rich. Your goal is to become financially strong.
That line is powerful. Not to look rich, but to become strong.
Yes, many people look rich but are actually in debt and stress.
So, let me summarize. I should avoid impulsive spending, track my expenses, save first, and stop comparing with others.
Exactly. That is a strong foundation for a healthy financial life. In the next part, we learn how to talk about money confidently in English, especially in real life situations.
That is exactly what I need. Sometimes I know the idea, but I don't know how to express it in English.
Don't worry, in the next part, we'll practice real life conversations that you can use in your daily life.
Raksha, till now I understood budgeting and mistakes, but I still feel nervous when I try to talk about money in English.
That's very normal, Lohi. Many people understand money concepts, but they struggle to express them clearly in English.
Yes, exactly. I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to say it properly.
Don't worry. Today we'll practice real life conversations that will help you speak confidently about money. Let's imagine you are talking to your friend, you're feeling stressed about money.
Okay, I think I can relate to this situation.
Hey, you look worried these days. Is everything okay?
I'm a little stressed about my finances because I'm not managing my money properly and I don't have enough savings.
Very good. That is a strong sentence. You clearly expressed your problem. Let's improve it slightly. I'm feeling stressed about my finances because I'm not managing my money properly and I don't have enough savings.
I'm feeling stressed about my finances because I'm not managing my money properly and I don't have enough savings.
Perfect. That sounds natural and confident. Now another situation. Talking about your spending habits.
Okay, I think I have many bad habits to talk about.
Why don't you have savings? You earn money, right?
Yes, I earn money, but I spend too much on unnecessary things like food delivery, shopping, and other small expenses.
Excellent. That is very real and relatable. Let's learn a useful phrase. Unnecessary expenses. Things you don't really need.
Let me try. I want to reduce my unnecessary expenses and start saving more money for my future.
That is a perfect sentence, Lohi. Now let's talk about something positive. Your saving goals.
Yes, I like this part more. It feels hopeful.
Do you have any financial goals?
Yes, I want to save money regularly so that I can handle emergencies and achieve my future goals without stress.
Beautiful sentence. Very clear and meaningful. When you talk like this, people understand that you're serious about your life and your future.
Yes, I feel more confident when I speak clearly like this.
Now, this is very important. Learning to say no.
Oh, this is difficult. When friends ask me to spend money, I feel uncomfortable saying no.
I understand, but you can say it politely. Hey, let's order food again tonight.
I would love to join, but I'm trying to reduce my expenses these days, so I will skip this time.
That is perfect. You said no politely and confidently. Learn this sentence. I'm trying to control my expenses, so I will skip this for now and focus on saving money.
I'm trying to control my expenses, so I will skip this for now and focus on saving money.
Excellent. That sounds mature and responsible. You know, Lohi, talking about money confidently is not just about English. It is about self-respect and clarity.
Yes, when my thoughts are clear, my words become powerful.
So today I learned how to talk about stress, expenses, savings, and even how to say no politely.
Yes, these are real life skills that will help you every day.
In the next part, we'll learn daily habits that can help you improve your money management step by step.
That sounds interesting. I want to build good habits, not just understand concepts.
Perfect, because habits decide your future.
Raksha, after everything we discussed, I feel like I understand money better. But I'm still worried about one thing.
What is it, Lohi? Tell me.
I understand budgeting and mistakes, but I don't trust myself to stay consistent. I start something, but after a few days, I go back to old habits.
That is a very honest concern, and many people feel the same way. That's why today we will talk about daily habits that are simple and practical.
Yes, I think habits are the real problem. If I change my habits, I can change my life.
Exactly. Your financial future is not decided in one day. It is built through small daily actions. The first habit is very simple. Write down your expenses every day.
Every day? That sounds like a lot of work.
It takes only 2 minutes, but it creates a big awareness. When you see your spending daily, you naturally start controlling it. Learn this sentence. I write down my daily expenses to understand my spending habits better.
I write down my daily expenses so that I can understand where my money is going and improve my spending habits.
Perfect. That is a strong and meaningful sentence. The second habit is set a small saving target every month.
But what if I fail? I feel scared to set goals sometimes.
Start small, don't aim for big numbers. Even saving a small amount regularly builds confidence and discipline.
So I can start with something like 500 rupees per month?
Exactly. Start small, stay consistent, and slowly increase the amount. Try this. I have set a small saving target and I'm working hard to achieve it.
I have set a small saving target for this month and I'm trying my best to achieve it without giving up.
Excellent! That shows determination. The third habit is very powerful. Avoid situations that make you spend money unnecessarily.
What do you mean by that?
For example, if online shopping apps tempt you, reduce your screen time there. If food delivery is your weakness, cook more at home.
Oh, so instead of controlling myself every time, I should avoid the situation itself.
Exactly. Prevention is easier than control. Learn this sentence. I'm trying to avoid situations that make me spend money unnecessarily.
I'm trying to avoid situations that make me spend money unnecessarily so that I can improve my financial habits.
Very good. That is a mature sentence. Another important habit is pause and think before spending money.
Yes, I usually don't think, I just buy.
Ask yourself 3 questions. Do I really need this? Can I afford this? Will this matter after 1 week?
That is powerful. I think most of my purchases will fail these questions.
That's exactly the point. You know, Lohi, discipline is not about being perfect. It is about making better choices again and again.
Yes, I think I always try to be perfect, and when I fail once, I give up completely.
That is the problem. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. Say this, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to improve my habits step by step.
I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to improve my habits step by step and become better every day.
That is beautiful, Lohi. That mindset will change your life. Remember, money habits are like seeds. What you do today will grow into your future.
Yes, if I start now, my future will be better and more peaceful. So today I learnt write expenses daily, set small saving goals, avoid triggers, and think before spending.
Exactly. These small habits will create big results over time. In the next part, we will talk about how to increase your income because managing money is important, but earning more is also powerful.
That sounds exciting. I always wanted to know how I can earn more.
Then stay with us because the next part will open new possibilities for you.
Raksha, till now we talked about saving and managing money, but I feel something is missing.
What do you feel is missing, Lohi?
I feel even if I save and manage properly, my income is still very low. I feel like I cannot grow much with limited money.
That is a very important realization. Managing money is powerful, but increasing your income can change your life faster.
Yes, I want to earn more, but I don't know where to start. I feel confused and a little scared.
Don't worry, you're not alone. Many people feel this way, especially students and beginners. But the good news is there are many ways to grow your income. The first and most important step is improving your skills.
Skills? Like what kind of skills?
Any skill that can help you earn money, like communication, computer skills, data entry, content writing, or even speaking English confidently.
So learning English can also help me earn more.
Absolutely. English opens many doors. It helps you get better jobs, communicate with more people, and access more opportunities. Learn this sentence. I'm improving my skills so that I can increase my income.
I am improving my skills step by step so that I can increase my income and build a better future for myself.
Perfect. That shows ambition and clarity. The second step is don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Start small, but start now.
What if I don't have experience?
Everyone starts without experience. You can begin with small jobs like data entry, freelancing, or part-time work.
Yes, I remember you told me about data entry jobs earlier.
Exactly. It is one of the easiest ways to start earning from home if you have basic computer knowledge. Try this. I'm looking for small opportunities to start earning money.
I'm looking for small opportunities to start earning money and gain experience step by step.
Excellent. That is a very practical sentence. Another important thing is how you use your time.
I think I waste a lot of time on my phone.
That is very common. But if you use even 1 or 2 hours daily to learn something useful, your life can change in a few months.
So instead of scrolling, I should focus on learning skills.
Exactly. Time is your biggest asset. Use it wisely and money will follow. Learn this sentence. I want to use my time productively to improve my future.
I want to use my time productively instead of wasting it so that I can improve my future and achieve my goals.
Very good. That shows responsibility. You know, Lohi, many people complain about low income, but they don't take action to improve their situation.
Yes, I think I was also like that. I complained more and acted less.
But now you're changing. That is what matters. The last step is mindset. You must believe that you can grow.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not capable enough.
That is just a thought, not reality. Every successful person started as a beginner. Growth comes with learning and effort. Say this, I believe I can improve my income with the right effort and mindset.
I believe I can improve my income with the right effort, skills, and mindset, even if I start from a small level.
That is powerful, Lohi. That mindset will push you forward. Remember, money is not limited. Opportunities are everywhere. You just need to prepare yourself and take action.
Yes, I feel more hopeful now. I don't feel stuck anymore. So today I learned improve skills, start small, use time wisely, and believe in growth.
Exactly. That is the path to increasing your income. In the next part, we will talk about how to balance spending, saving, and enjoying life. Because money is not just about control, it is also about living happily.
That sounds interesting. I don't want to feel restricted all the time.
Exactly. Life should be balanced.
Raksha, after learning all this, I have one more confusion in my mind.
Tell me, Lohi, what is bothering you now?
If I keep thinking about saving money, controlling expenses, and improving income, won't life become stressful and boring?
That is a very important question. And honestly, many people feel the same way.
Yes, I don't want to feel like I can't enjoy my life just because I want to save money.
And you should not feel that way. Money management is not about restriction, it is about balance. You don't need to stop enjoying your life, you just need to enjoy it in a smart and controlled way.
So I can still spend money on things I like.
Of course, but the key is planned spending, not emotional spending. Learn this sentence.
I want to enjoy my life while managing my money responsibly. I want to enjoy my life while managing my money responsibly so that I can stay happy without feeling stressed about my future.
Perfect. That is a very balanced and mature sentence. Let me tell you a very simple idea to balance your money. The 50-30-20 rule.
That sounds interesting. What does it mean?
It means dividing your money into 3 parts. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings.
Can you explain it in a simple way?
Yes, needs are important things like food, rent, education. Wants are things like entertainment, shopping, outings. Savings are for your future.
Oh, so I don't have to stop enjoying. I just need to control how much I spend.
Exactly. That is the beauty of balance. Let's practice a sentence.
I divide my money into needs, wants, and savings to maintain balance. I divide my money into needs, wants, and savings so that I can enjoy my life and still secure my future.
Excellent. That is a perfect sentence. You know, Lohi, life is not just about saving every rupee. It is also about happiness, experiences, and memories.
Yes, sometimes I feel guilty when I spend money on myself.
You should not feel guilty if your spending is planned and within your limit. Healthy spending is part of a healthy life. There is a big difference between smart enjoyment and careless spending.
What is the difference?
Smart enjoyment means planning your spending and staying within your budget. Careless spending means spending without thinking and regretting later.
Yes, I think I was doing careless spending earlier.
And now you are learning to shift towards smart enjoyment. That is growth. Learn this sentence.
I want to spend money wisely without feeling guilty. I want to spend money wisely without feeling guilty because I'm learning to manage my finances better.
Very good. That shows confidence and awareness. Remember this, Lohi. Money is a tool. It is not your master.
That is a powerful line. I think earlier, money was controlling my emotions.
Exactly. But now you are learning to control your money, not the other way around. Say this.
I'm learning to balance my spending, saving, and happiness. I'm learning to balance my spending, saving, and happiness so that I can live a peaceful and fulfilling life.
Beautiful, Lohi. That is exactly the goal.
So now I understand I don't need to choose between money and happiness. I can have both with balance.
Yes, that is the most important lesson. In the next part, we will talk about how to plan your future financially so you don't feel scared or uncertain about what is coming next.
That sounds very important. I often feel anxious about my future.
Don't worry, we will simplify it for you.
Raksha, when you said future planning, I felt something inside me. I often feel scared when I think about my future.
That is completely natural, Lohi. Many people feel anxious about their future, especially when they are not financially prepared.
Yes, sometimes I feel like I don't know what will happen next, and that uncertainty makes me uncomfortable.
And that is exactly why financial planning is important. It gives you clarity, direction, and peace of mind. Financial planning simply means thinking about your future and preparing your money accordingly.
So it is like planning for upcoming needs and problems.
Exactly. It's about being ready, not just reacting when problems come. Learn this sentence.
I want to plan my finances properly to secure my future. I want to plan my finances properly so that I can secure my future and avoid unnecessary stress.
Perfect. That is a very strong and meaningful sentence. The first step in future planning is setting clear goals.
Goals like what?
Goals can be small or big, like buying a laptop, continuing your education, supporting your family, or building an emergency fund.
Oh, so goals are not always big things. Even small targets matter.
Exactly. Small goals create momentum and confidence. Try this.
I have set financial goals for my future, and I'm working towards them. I have set financial goals for my future, and I'm trying to achieve them step by step with discipline and consistency.
Excellent. That shows focus and dedication. The second step is very important. Building an emergency fund.
Emergency fund, what does that mean?
It means saving money for unexpected situations like medical problems, job loss, or urgent needs.
Oh, so it is like a safety backup.
Exactly. It protects you during difficult times. Learn this sentence.
I'm saving money to build an emergency fund. I'm saving money regularly to build an emergency fund so that I can handle unexpected situations without stress.
Very good. That shows responsibility. You know, Lohi, having an emergency fund gives you a sense of security that is very powerful.
Yes, I think if I have some backup money, I will feel less scared about life.
Exactly. It reduces fear and increases confidence. Another important step is thinking long term.
What does that mean?
It means not only thinking about today or this month, but also about the next few years of your life.
I usually only think about this month's expenses.
That is normal, but when you start thinking long term, your decisions become smarter. Try this.
I want to make decisions that will benefit me in the long term. I want to make financial decisions that will benefit me in the long term, not just give me short-term happiness.
Perfect. That shows maturity. The final step is consistency.
Yes, I think this is the most difficult part.
Consistency is not about doing big things. It's about doing small things regularly without giving up.
So even small savings and small efforts matter.
Yes, small efforts repeated daily create big results over time. Say this.
I am working consistently to build a better financial future. I am working consistently to build a better financial future, even if my progress is slow and steady.
That is beautiful, Lohi. That mindset will take you far. Remember, your future is not created in one day. It is created by the choices you make every single day.
Yes, I feel more clear now. I don't feel lost anymore. So today I learned set goals, build an emergency fund, think long term, and stay consistent.
Exactly. That is the foundation of a secure future. In the next part, we will bring everything together and talk about the right mindset about money, because mindset decides everything.
That sounds powerful. I want to change the way I think about money.
Raksha, after everything we discussed, I feel like something inside me has changed, but I can't explain it clearly.
That's a beautiful feeling, Lohit. It means your mindset is slowly changing, and that is the most powerful transformation.
Yes, earlier I used to think money is just about earning and spending, but now I feel like it is much deeper than that.
Exactly. Money is not just about numbers. It is about your thinking, your habits, and your decisions. Your money mindset means how you think and feel about money.
So if my thinking is wrong, my actions will also be wrong.
Yes, your thoughts create your habits, and your habits create your future. Learn this sentence. I want to develop a positive mindset about money so that I can make better decisions and improve my financial life.
I want to develop a positive mindset about money so that I can make better decisions and improve my financial life.
Perfect. That is a strong and clear sentence. The first mindset shift is moving from fear to awareness.
I think I was always afraid of money problems.
Yes, many people avoid thinking about money because they feel scared, but avoiding problems only makes them bigger.
So instead of being afraid, I should understand my situation clearly.
Exactly. Awareness gives you control. Try this. I am trying to understand my financial situation instead of avoiding it.
I am trying to understand my financial situation instead of avoiding it so that I can take better decisions for my future.
Very good. That shows courage. The second shift is choosing long-term benefits over short-term pleasure.
Yes, earlier I used to think only about immediate happiness.
That is very common, but true growth happens when you start thinking about your future. Learn this sentence. I want to focus on long-term benefits instead of short-term pleasure.
I want to focus on long-term benefits instead of short-term pleasure so that I can build a stable and secure future.
Excellent! That shows maturity. The third shift is taking responsibility.
This sounds a little difficult.
Yes, but it is powerful. Instead of blaming situations, you start taking control of your actions.
So instead of saying I don't have money, I should say I need to improve my situation.
Exactly. That is a powerful shift. Say this. I take responsibility for my financial decisions and my future.
I take responsibility for my financial decisions and my future, and I am ready to improve myself step by step.
That is a very strong statement, Lohit. You know, the moment you take responsibility, your life starts changing.
Yes, I feel more in control now. I don't feel helpless anymore.
The final mindset shift is believing in yourself.
Sometimes I still doubt myself.
That's okay. But you must remind yourself, growth takes time and you're already on the right path. Say this, I believe I can improve my financial life step by step.
I believe I can improve my financial life step by step, even if the journey is slow and challenging.
Beautiful. That belief will guide you forward. Lohit, if you remember only one thing from this entire conversation, remember this. Money is not your problem. Your habits and mindset are the real problem and also the real solution.
That line really touched me. I think I understand now. If I change my thinking and habits, everything else will slowly improve.
Exactly. And you have already taken the first step, awareness.
So this journey was not just about money, it was about understanding myself.
Yes, and that is why this learning is so powerful. In the final part, we will bring everything together and give a simple, clear message that you can carry in your life every day.
I'm ready. I want to finish this journey strongly. Raksha, this journey felt different. It was not just about money. It felt like I was understanding my life in a new way.
I'm really happy you feel that way, Lohit, because that was the goal, not just to teach money, but to help you think clearly and live better.
Yes, earlier I used to feel confused, stressed, and sometimes even scared about money. But now I feel calm and a little more confident.
And that confidence is very important because when your mind is clear, your decisions become strong. Let's take a moment and remember what we learnt in this journey.
Yes, I want to recall everything clearly.
We started with understanding what a budget is, a simple plan for your money.
Then we learnt about income, expenses and savings, the three basic pillars.
After that, we talked about common mistakes like impulsive spending, not tracking expenses, and comparing with others.
Yes, and I realized I was making many of those mistakes without knowing.
Then we learned how to talk about money confidently in English.
That part really helped me. Now I feel I can express my thoughts clearly.
We also discussed daily habits like writing expenses, saving regularly, and thinking before spending.
Yes, small habits that can create big changes.
Then we talked about increasing income, improving skills, using time wisely, and starting small.
That part gave me hope. I don't feel stuck anymore.
We also learned how to balance money and happiness so life doesn't feel restricted.
Yes, that was very important for me.
And finally, we talked about mindset, fear to awareness, excuses to responsibility, doubt to belief.
That part changed how I think about money completely.
Now let's say one powerful sentence together. I am learning to manage my money wisely and build a better future for myself with patience, discipline, and consistency.
Beautiful, Lohit. That sentence represents your entire journey.
Remember this, your life will not change in one day, but your direction can change in one day.
Yes, and I feel like today my direction has changed.
You don't need to be perfect, you don't need to know everything. You just need to take small steps every day.
That feels realistic and possible.
And one day you will look back and realize you have come a long way. Money is not just about earning, it is about understanding, discipline, and growth.
And I think now I'm ready to start that journey.
Yes, Lohit, and to everyone watching, you are also ready. Hello everyone, if you stayed till the end, I want to say something very important. Learning English is not just about words, it is about improving your life, your confidence and your future.
And today, you didn't just learn English, you learned how to think about money, habits and your future in a better way.
So don't just watch this video, apply it in your life. Start small, stay consistent and believe in yourself.
And if you found this helpful, don't forget to support this channel.
Like, share and subscribe to Speak English with Raksha, your safe place to learn, grow and improve step by step.
We will see you in the next video.
Until then, keep learning, keep growing and take care.